Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today is the 12th lecture of DDCDP 23 and we will be covering the leftover things from the HTML design which had been given to you as assignment, and then we will within it we have an additional feature which is actually this responsive menu at the top. Initially you had not been given this part of the design, so we will be making it as well, this one. And once this hamburger is clicked, it transforms itself to a cross, and then this is the responsive menu. So let us begin. This is DDCDP logo, which has been used as some text, so for now we will take it as text, but normally this is also an image, some PNG or SVG, so you should be good about it. If you have been given some image, you can then just use that, but for now we will use it as text. So far we have designed it like this. So at the top we need to add some div or whatever so that we can incorporate the menu. Let us start up with the markup, and this is the design actually, this one. Again, I had told you you have to CSS do your CSS from the mobile first approach, but the design the desktop should give you some insight of how you should have your markup. So markup mentality or thinking will be from the desktop point of view, and the design should be from the mobile point of view. Right now we need to have maybe some 3-column flex layout, so let us do that. At the top of the container we will add one more, or maybe inside the header, but it is above the header at the moment, so let's go back to the design. This seems to be above the header section, this one, so let us do it above the header section, and we will call it nav. Then it will have 3 columns for so we will have 3 divs. We can use class also, ID also, whatever. So class is equal to logo. Normally it is going to be some image, but we will use text in it. This is the menu, and this is hamburger. This is fine? Okay. Inside the logo, for now let us have some text. Let us make it A. Normally the logos are clickable and they go to the home page of the site, so we will make it a link right from the start, and each ref is equal to, for now it is hash, but it should go to the home page, and DDCDP is the logo. Then we have the menu, and menu has again on mobile or tablet it is hidden, but on desktop it is visible for now. So what we can do is we can just copy the markup from here: home, about, services, blog, and contact us. So home, about, services, let us have UL LI, and we can make it if you want to make just this as menu items, we can transfer this name to this location and we will name it some div, for example, but normally it is part of the nav bar, so I will leave it like this for now. So then we have the LIs, and in alias we have A's, and A's will have some dummy text for now. This fine. So home, home about services blog, and the last one is contact us. Okay, UL class is equal to main menu or anything like this. This menu and this is main menu, and we have this as a logo and this has is a hamburger. So in hamburger what we need to do is 3 divs. Div class is equal to top, then div class is equal to bottom, and div class is equal to center or middle, whatever.
If you take same classes, it will be better for us.
Yes, you are right, but we are going to do something else in future. That's why I have taken different classes. That's equal to middle. For that purpose which you are mentioning, actually we can give it some same class. So line and line. Is this fine? Okay, I think we are done with the markup, and I will start it. If you refresh the page in mobile, we have all this at the moment on the top. So the first thing is we need to create those 3 lines also so that they are visible. So what we can do is in CSS, somewhere in the mobile section, before any of the, maybe here, or logically if the nav section is at the very top, so your CSS should also be there.
Yes.
After all the basic styling, so maybe here somewhere. Okay, we'll start with dot hamburger. Let us make hamburger, for example, 40 pixel wide for now, just for now, and height of 40 pixel as well. Then inside the hamburger we have dot line. So height 5 pixel, background dash color, what is that color in the design? Where is it? This one. So background dash color is this, line is this, background dash color this. No, we are not going to give any width. We will give it make it display flex dash direction column, and justify dash content space dash between. Probably this will work. So if we just refresh it, maybe this is that. Let us give it white color for now, so we can see it. So we have 3 lines, but this why is there a lot of space between these 3? Because the height is more than what we are expecting, so maybe we can reduce the height to 30 pixels. So almost it is the same now. Is it fine? Actually, before all this we needed to make the nav, or let us be like this for now. Okay, so what's the first impression you have of this menu? Should it be here on mobile?
No.
So if not, we can just immediately hide it. We will deal with it on desktop. So for now, if we just give a dot menu, let us go back to our markup.
Main menu.
We can do both, but let us give it to the main menu for now, or maybe menu.
Main.
So dot menu, display none, and that's how we have got rid of it. Let us go to the font size of the menu. So it is 26 pixels. So in the HTML, dot logo A we can target, dot logo A, font size, how much it was? 26 pixels. We can give it in REMs also, but for now 26 pixels is fine. Also the font is uppercase, so text dash transform uppercase. Is this fine? And we can make, let us go back to index.html. This nav, there is a logo in it, then the menu, and then the hamburger. So we can make, we can give it a class of nav bar, for example. So we can make dot nav bar display flex. And again justify content space between, so they are on the ends. So we are here. Now let us make things aligned to the center also. So vertically align also, so align items center. We need to do one more thing, background dash color white. This is fine, but now the logo won't be visible, so we need to have that color already to the logo link, which is this one. So color this, we can make it a variable also, because we are going to repeat it again. So for hamburger line here,
remove the white.
it's fine. So we are here, almost here. If I, okay, still the hamburger looks a bit weird sort of. We can still reduce the height of it, and maybe the width also. So better if we just get it from here. What's the size of 14 pixels? Okay, so the box should be 15 or maybe 15 pixels, width should be 15 pixels. and the height should also be 15 pixels. Once this is done, the line is say 3 pixels. And now probably it is much better the way we want it to be. Okay, next what we will do to just give some space to the right of it.
Margin right, heading.
Both we can give. So let us go back to the markup. Yeah, that is also an option. Good. So padding dash right 20 pixels, padding dash left 20 pixels. So it's now at almost the same position. The next thing is I will just zoom this thing in. How can I just zoom this part of the design? Anybody? Maybe there is some extension for Chrome, but I'm not able to. Let us do it. It's not doing. Very good. Just 200%. This is not fair. Okay, still it is, at least let us increase the size a bit so that you can see it on your multimedia. So for now we will just increase this, and the design should be so that when one value is changed, the rest of them will change automatically. That's what CSS variables are for, but we won't do it for now. Let us double it. 30, and this one is 6. Okay, hopefully this is now visible. Now I want to animate it. Once the mouse once it is clicked, it should become a cross. Okay, once it is clicked, it should become a cross. So let us define some animations before or maybe wherever we want, but if we do it outside of the media queries, it will be accessible to all the media queries also, if in case we need it. So let us create 3 animations. Keyframes, so we will call it Hamburger 1, and then Hamburger 2, and Hamburger 3, right? Okay, so we need just 2 states in it, from and then to. In order to make the top one an X, this one, it will have to be moved down this way. Yeah, 45 degrees. So what we can do is from transform, translate, rotate 45 degrees. Sorry, this one should be in the second one.
This one should be 0.
And this one should be 0. So this one will animate from 0 to this, right?
So we need to remove the middle one, the middle line.
Yes, so for this we will have this one, the Hamburger 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us copy these two. So it will rotate from 0 to 45 degrees. The second one is this one. It will not rotate, but we will make it, for example, transform scale one. Third one will be minus 45. So this one is transform scale 1 to transform scale 0. But it will be scale x only on the x direction, only on the y direction, sorry, x direction. Let us just see these two if they are working fine. So this is keyframes Hamburger 1 and 2, right? We will give it to the HTML here. Yeah, actually that was the purpose of using these classes, so that we can then apply those animations to them. So in CSS we will use let us go back to that portion of the animation. These one, where are these? Okay, they here. Dot top animation is Hamburger 1.
Animation name.
Yes, this is the shortcut. So Hamburger 1, and for example 2 seconds and 2 seconds and infinite for now. And the middle one is Hamburger 2, two seconds and infinite. Okay, now we will create a class for the third line, and it is bottom. We'll copy this animation probably, or whatever. And the name of this animation is 3. 1, 2 and 3. Let us write this animation also. It is actually exactly like the first one, but its angle will be different. So we will make it minus 45. Now we have assigned 3 classes, these animations, and the names of the animations are Hamburger 1, Hamburger 2, Hamburger 3. In one we are using transform from 0 to 45 degrees. In the second one we are using scale x, so that from the 1 to 0, so it disappears actually. Excuse me. And then in the third one we are rotating it minus 45 degrees, from 0 to minus 45. So in classes we have 3 classes which we have given to these HTML elements. Where is the Hamburger? This one. So Hamburger is a class. It has a line class, and then top, middle and bottom. These are 3 classes which we have given to Hamburger. And CSS we are giving those classes, now those animations we have created. So if we preview it now, you can see this one is moving 45 degrees, this one is moving minus 45 degrees, and the middle one is disappearing because we have used scale 0. Is this fine? Okay, now we need to move this top one a bit to the x and y, so that it becomes an exact cross. Right now it is not in good shape. So what we will do, any guesses? We will do something to the animation actually. So let us start with this one, Hamburger. We can use 2 properties in the transform. So from 0 to rotate 45 degrees, also we want to use translate, and in both x and y directions. So for example, in x, if I use something like 10 pixels, In Y I will use 7 pixels. Let us try how it behaves. Similarly, in this one, the third one, we will use translate and 10 pixel to the X and minus 7 pixel to Y. Let us try if these are okay. Wow, almost okay. So actually this moves to the Y direction by 7 pixels, this one to minus 7 pixels, and there is some push to X also, so it actually becomes a cross. Is this fine?
Yes.
Now we will leave it like this for now, but once we are done with the mobile navigation, we will make it based on clicking. I mean, when we will click it, it will behave like this. Right now it is automatically animating, which is not useful at the moment, but we will for now leave it like this. Okay, the next step is, if you go to the design, so this is the mobile navigation. It has a white background, and this, once that 3 hamburger lines are clicked, it will be an X, and once this is clicked, it will go back. So the background of the menu is white. Again, you have to think how you have got to design it. Okay, so the background is white, and these are the ULLIs, and they have a background of purple with this text. So let us start. We can call it this one complete at the moment. So we will now create a div here. Do you agree?
Yes.
And that div is, if you go to the HTML, it is this main div, menu class, and inside it there is UL class is equal to main menu. Maybe we can do it without this wrapper div also, but it's always good to have a wrapper around your menus. So maybe if we need some extra styling, that's why I have given it. You can do it without it as well. So for now we will style this dot menu. So let us go to CSS. We will start somewhere after the header. Okay, dot menu, it should have a background of white. Fine. And sorry, let us dot menu li, because the color is also white, the text color, we will for now give it a font dash color black for now. So
here it is none, by default it is none, so that's why it's not showing.
maybe we have disabled it somewhere.
So in the video queue,
Not in the media queue, without media queue it was menu. Yesterday we did it. Here it is. So let us do all the styling here. Remove that class. Remove it. Here. So for now, as we are going to design it, so we will make it display block, and the color of the rather A, it is going to be black. So now you can see this is black, but we want it to appear here, not inside the menu item. So what we will do is we will make it position absolute left 0, top, for now I am making top 0, and So it's now in this direction. Why is it in the bottom of the body, sorry, at the corner of the page? Because we haven't specified this is the parent of menu, so we will specify this one as position absolute. So where is dot nav bar?
Down the bottom.
Okay, so we will make it position relative. Is this fine? So now it is taking its dimensions from here. Also we are seeing the dots, so we can remove the dots by dot menu li list dash style none. So they have gone. Now I want the width of this div to be 100% of the nav. So what I will do? Width let us do one more trick also. Let us make it display flex for now. And height of let us use calc, so it will be 100 viewport minus, for example, the this nav, this one, it will have some height, so let us assume it is 60 pixels or 70 pixels for now. 60 pixels for example, so it will calculate its height from this.
So it is 100 viewport, not 10 viewport.
Yes, 100 viewport, sorry. And we haven't given it any background yet.
So you put a semicolon in height at the end of height.
Okay, we'll cover this later, but for now it is there. Actually the background is white and this for some reason is display flex and width 100%. Is this fine?
Yes.
Okay, so the next step is to move this to, for example, height is this, sorry, actually we needed to do the top position. Top is 60 pixels and height is calc minus this height. Okay, so you can use a variable for it also. The top is this and the height is calc 100 viewport minus 60. So whatever is the height, for example this is the height of the nav, so we are using a top of that. So right now it is this, but we need to reduce it. So for example if it is maybe 45 and then 45. Almost there. We can check it in inspector also, so that we know what the height of this nav bar is. So maybe it is still, it needs some adjustment 42 and 42. We can specify some height to the nav also, but right now I think this is okay for now. The next step is home about. These are actually LIs, right? So if we go to design, can we zoom it in? It's better. Okay. If you go to design, so the LIs have this background color, which is this. So any ideas how can we make it?
We can make it a flex direction column.
Good. So inside, if you check the HTML, inside dot menu we have UL class is equal to main menu, and in main menu we have these. So we can make main menu a flex, display flex, right? So dot main menu, display flex, and flex dash direction column, and gap 20 pixel. Let us do this for now. And also we want these LIs background dash color, this one, and the color of them will be in A. So we have color given it black color, but we will give it that yellowish, this color, CVC. We will use variable for it later on, because these two colors have been used a lot, so they will have some name in your real world project. For example, primary color, secondary color, primary text color, secondary text color, or whatever, link color. So we will be using variables for that. So the next step is to just check how is it behaving, and it is like this. Now this is your test, how to make this stretch the whole.
Width 100%.
Displaying line block, then 100%.
Let us first give some padding to the ULs so that LI has. So maybe padding 20 is fine for now. That's it. Okay. If I give this flex 1, let me try.
Give it a width of 80% and margin left and right upper.
No, we have to use flex properties to make it adjusted the way we want it to be. For now, let us give it background color so that we know where the bounds of the main menu are. This. So your flex is up to this, and we want it to stretch to the width of its parent container, right?
Yes.
So maybe
We should remove the flex direction columns.
hold on. Okay, so as it was up to this, covering only the text, we have stretched it to the parent container's width. Now let us remove the red background. So we are almost there. We need to give some padding to the li element itself. So padding
What are these red lines in between the
these,
yes.
but they are it actually shows grid in inspector. Sorry, flexbox. Okay, the next is padding. So maybe 10 pixel, 20 pixel, 10 pixel and 20 pixel top bottom, or 15 pixel top bottom. You can give them in rems also. So that's how it is for now. Now there is a question, maybe I'm able to just explain it better while here. Okay, so this is, do you agree these are links?
Yes.
But if I hover over this li, the icon is not pointer, and if I go to the home link itself, it now becomes
Display block.
well done, because links are inline, that's why their jurisdiction is just up to this point. So if you make it display block, they will be. So let us do that as well. Display block. Okay, let us give it
Okay. LI.
where we have given it.
Sir, it is in the logo. L.
Oh, sorry. So now you see the cursor on allies also, because now the links are stretching to the whole width. Is this fine?
Yes.
Okay, now let us do some more styling. We will move this div to the heavens, I should say. Okay, upwards. So how can we do this? I will go, this is the menu div, this one. So I will give it translate y, and but before translate we are going to have transform translate y, and move it by say 2000 pixels to the top. Okay, transform translate x 2000 pixels to the top. By top we mean it will be outside of the browser window, somewhere in the heavens for now, maybe to the top of that roof. Okay, it is now out of the window. The next step is, we want this item, when this is clicked, we should bring that back in. Okay, so for example, I will create one more class here, dot bring dash back. This is just for your understanding. In real world projects you may be having something like show or hide or something. So dot bring back will do transform dot translate y, but anybody, it will be 0. 0 means is mean position, normal position. So if we give this class to this element, it will bring it back. The next thing is, we don't want this to happen just in the blink of an eye. I mean, this should not take place immediately, so there should be some transitions. So transition transform should be transitioned, and 0.2 seconds for example, and ease in means something which comes very fast, but then it slows down at the end. Okay, so this thing is ready. Now we will make some functionality about for this button, so that once this is clicked, it should show up. Also, this animation is automatic at the moment. This should also start once we click on it. So for that we need to write some JavaScript for the first time in this course, and for that, before the body closing, we will create a script tag. We can create a separate file also, but for now we will just open a script tag here. So in JavaScript, if you need to do something, first you target it. Okay, for example, whatever interaction you want to do for even event listeners or whatever, you need to first target it. So for a time being, let us target this hamburger button because we want to do something with it, hamburger. And the newer versions of JavaScript makes it very easy targeting elements. So we will create a variable, and this is not JavaScript course at the moment. I will just do the basic stuff so that you understand what is happening in detail. Once we are into JavaScript, I will describe everything. Okay, so we have a variable and we will call it hamburger is equal to document dot query selector. So query selector means just like CSS, you can query stuff, and we will dot hamburger, right? And semicolon. So this variable now means that this element. Okay, the next thing is we want to associate some functionality with it. So how is that going to be associated with it? Via the click function. So hamburger dot add event listener. Event listener is a function in JavaScript which is added to some target element, and what that this is just like this. Then you will have to pass some parameters, and what those parameters are: the name of the click the event. So this is click. It can be hover or mouse, or a lot of events are there. Okay, so once click happens, we will define a function. This is known as anonymous function, and so once click happens, this function will run. Whatever is the code inside this function, that will run. So let us for now just alert something to see if this is working fine. Hello. So this is the target. If I click on it, alert comes in. It means this functionality is working fine. So this is okay. Now we have given this automatic where is it? We have given the animation classes to 3 separate classes named as top, bottom and middle. These ones, top, middle and bottom. But we actually want this to be top A, top dash A, middle dash A, and middle dash animation. A stands for animation, okay, and bottom dash A. We have just renamed these classes. Now these classes will be given to the elements, this hamburger elements, these. Once we click on that button, once we, for example, this will be top dash A, it will get top dash A. This, once we click on that, it will get top dash B, middle dash B, and bottom dash these are A's, animations. So these 3 classes will be added on the button once that is clicked, right? I will now remove them. So programming is used, or JavaScript, it helps you add these things via some interactions. Okay, now we are doing them manually. Via JavaScript, it will be programmatically added to these elements. So here, once the hamburger menu is clicked, what we will do, let us do some targeting here as well. So let top dash element or top dash line, top line is equal to, again we will make a selector, and this is going to be document query selector dot top, because its class is top also, if you remember. And similarly the middle line, rather let us copy it so that we can save some time. Middle line, and this will be middle. and this is bottom. So bottom. Is this fine?
Yes.
So we are targeting these two: top line, middle line, bottom line. Okay. We now need to give those classes which we have given upwards to this once it is clicked. Right? Yeah. So we'll get top line dot class list dot toggle. Toggle means if there is a class, remove from it that class, or if it doesn't have this class, so add this class. So which class? We have created top dash A. Is this fine? So once top line is once the hamburger is clicked, top line will get a class of top A. Similarly, let us do it for the other two also. Middle line and this is middle dash A, because the name of the animation is dash A. The class which has the animation is middle dash A, and this one is bottom line dot class is this bottom dash A. Okay. One thing, the animation we had designed yesterday was very slow. It was like 2 seconds. So let us make it 0.1 second for now. 0.1, and let us remove these two altogether. 0.1 second, and we don't want any delay in it. Okay, it should immediately happen. So we are removing that also. It should not be infinite, but what forwards. Forwards is what is this used for?
It will not come back to
Exactly. Good. 0.1 seconds. We have just changed the animation. Okay, so this one is also forwards. Thank you. Now this is static, that was automatic before we had previewed it. If I click on it, hopefully this becomes a cross. Is this fine? Maybe there are some jerkiness in it, but you can yourself check it. For now, I think it is pretty much okay, the way we want it. Okay, now with this button, once it is clicked, the div which we have sent back, it should come back also. Do you agree, Umar? Okay. So first we need to target that also, because this is that menu, class is equal to menu, we have sent it back, this one upwards. So in JavaScript you need to target it also, so we will call it here somewhere. Just copy it, and we will call it menu, and this is menu. So within this click function, we will call menu.add. How will we will do it, Shabas? I have already designed a class for it.
Class list dot
Yeah.
toggle.
So menu dot class list dot toggle, and the name of that class, and that was bring back. So bring back has a property. Where is it? Bring back. That is transform 0. We have moved the menu to minus 2000 pixels. So once this class is added to the menu, it will bring it back. So let us try now. It comes back and then it goes back. Is this okay? So hopefully we have designed the mobile part of the menu. You can have your own markup also, but the end result should be like this. The next is okay, if you remember, we need to move this line to the edge of the screen, I had told you.
Yes.
And we have right now done it as a border bottom, but we will use some CSS trick of after and do it do something so that it moves out of the container and to the edge of the screens. So let's quickly do it. The header, we will have to change some CSS. The header has where is the header? Navbar, sorry, this one, this header. We will give it an after pseudo element, and it will be of the same height, position absolute, and then some CSS trick. So let us go to the header section. Where is header? Okay, so this is the 20 pixel main color border. Okay, we will just comment it for now. The shortcut for comments is
Forward slash.
okay. So here header after, we want the content to be empty, height of, so we will give the same height 20 pixel. And border of this color, sorry, background dash color, this. Is this fine? Okay. Position absolute and bottom 0, left 0. Let us see if it is there somewhere. So if we move it to, we will have to make this position relative. Whenever you have to use position absolute, the immediate thought in your mind should be, I have to use position relative somewhere. So it's still not showing. Let us debug it. Okay, that's how you can debug that's how you can debug the CSS pseudo selectors. They will appear here inside the element, after, not after the element, but before its closing div. Okay, before its closing tag actually. So where it is right now, it's probably not yet visible. If you give it top absolute, It should be somewhere here, okay, but we need to just check it. Have you given it any width? Okay, right? So maybe we can now remove the 0 1. Bottom 0 is fine. So in its normal position it is like this, just like we had the now we want to stretch it to the left and right. So the trick is to give it a margin 0 to top and bottom, and then left right. So it will be calc minus 50 viewport plus 50%. And let us remove the, where is width? Okay. Zero and calc minus 50 viewport, view width plus 50%. 50 viewport plus 50%. If I make it why is this some error?
Semicolon at the end of the width.
Okay.
Margins width.
Minus 50 plus 50% width. It should do it. Not sure why it is not having it. Okay.
It is taking the weight 100% of the container, the wrapper.
Header, position relative.
The width should be in the viewport. The width should be in the viewport. Sir.
What is this?
So the width.
Yes, width. Good catch. So that's it. Thank you. I was just missing it. So this trick actually does give us, and this is one of the powerful, because at times there is one tendency we have, if something is contained inside a container, this one, the main container, so normally it has some max width. If you have to if you need to take one of the divs out of the container and a container has max width, so this is the trick you can use. Well done, Fak. Okay, the next thing is hopefully this is working fine. Why is there some disturbance? This one, anybody?
Usually we don't make this display now.
Which one?
These the headings.
No, no.
It's back side of those headings.
So what's the
Z index.
exactly? So we need to give menu some main menu some z index. So maybe z dash index some higher value 100. Now this is fine. And do you see that animation?
Yes.
Because of the transition. Okay, the next thing is we will move all the variables to a class so that we can define. So we already have defined dot purple with main color of this. So let us do some more. For example, the body background, right? So we'll make it dash dash body dash bg is equal to this one. Is this okay? And now we can use this one with the var. Is this so? Okay. Next, what we can do is this one, hamburger line colors. So this is one of the primary colors we have, right? So maybe one of we will call it dash dash primary dash color. Again this. So what we can do is even to the body bg we can assign this. This is fine. So we will remove it. And the body bg will also be primary color. This way you can easily refactor your code as per CSS variables. Is this fine?
Yes.
Okay. So with changing this variable, we now have changed two things. This one and the body background color also. So you have to think about variable this way. Now let us go back to this one. So where this is also the same color.
Yes.
So we can use var and this. Is this fine? Okay, this is the second color we can give. So we will give it primary link color or something. We will make it. This is secondary. Secondary dash text dash color. Naming variables is tough. So this is secondary text color. Now we will copy it and wherever it has been used, this one we will use var this. Is this fine? Okay, this one is that primary color. So var dash dash primary color. We can use these background also as so for example nav bar. So we will make it dash dash nav bar dash dash bg. We can refactor it further, but for now let us make it white. So nav bar bg is white here, and if we where is nav bar? var. Is this okay? Okay, this again is that color, so we can use var dash dash secondary text color. This is also something we can use. So secondary heading. And what is that? This one. Or we can reuse that variable also, but for now let us use this one. Okay, so there we will now use this variable. Secondary heading, it is white, so var this, let us move it to make it white. Okay, you get the point.
Yes.
Similarly, in the other design, if this is purple, the next one will be blue. This is blue. So in that design, if you go to one of the design, for example, let us make it the main color is this, and this one is because we need to save some time. The primary color is some good blue, this one, or maybe this one. This is okay for now. Let us change this one too. Okay, now we have one variable purple, the other one is dot blue. Now let us quickly create inside the navbar or container maybe two divs. Div class is equal to we will call it color buttons. Color buttons. It will have two divs. Div class is equal to color1, and this one is color2. Right? So this is color buttons, color1, color2. We will make it dot color. Let us do it somewhere here. Okay, dot color buttons. Make it width 10 pixel, height, or maybe 20 pixel, height 40 pixels. Height is 40 pixel, position fixed, right 0, top say 60 pixels, and then let us make it display flex also, and flex this direction column. Then inside the color buttons we have color1 dot color1. So let us make this one background dash color blue, but light blue something, sorry, purple, and the other one blue.
Why not to use a variables?
Yeah, variables can also be used. Good. So
Variable primary color.
let us make these variables background primary color,
Yes.
dash primary color. But again they have actually these are two separate variables, so let us make them hard coded for now. So blue will be some light blue. This one is fine. Okay, so these are now two classes, dot color1, dot color2, and they have been flexed, flex direction column. Let us check if they are appearing on the page somewhere. Okay, flex 1, if we give them flex 1, they will be divided into two. Color buttons, is the CSS fine? Color dot color buttons dot color 1 dot color 2 color flex 1. Okay, here it is. Maybe we can give some height to it also, and the color of this and that is matching, so let us move make it a bit this, so that is visible there, these two. Now what we can do is give it a height of say 50 pixels. Flex, display flex, display. Have you given it display flex? Yes. And flex display 50 pixels.
Doesn't it have a height and width of 20 pixels? That's why.
Yes, you are right. So height should be 50 pixels to 100 pixels. Let us try if it works. Good. Okay, one more thing, let us make it cursor. So cursor pointer, so that looks like a button to click. Cursor pointer. Okay, in our HTML we have right now purple. If you remove it, all the styling will be gone, because all of the styling is based on this class where we have used variables. So now again we can use target these two elements which we have created now, the color, these ones, color buttons, color 1 and color 2. So rather we can directly target these also, color 1 and color 2 in JavaScript. So let us come back here. Let me create two more variables, color 1 and color 2, or maybe purple and blue. So or color 1, so it is going to be color 1, and this is color 2, and this is color 2. Okay, so if color 1 is clicked, it should change the body class to purple, and if color 2 is clicked, it should change it to blue. So that's what we are going to write here. Now if color 1 is clicked, dot add event listener, and it is going to be click, and then a function, and the what will function do? Body, sorry, document. We can use query selector also, but there is also dot body dot class name. Class name means to replace the class name. We are not toggling it actually. So class name is equal to purple. If one is clicked, it will make it purple, and if the second one is clicked, it will make it blue. So now let us try. This is purple and this is blue. Is this fine? You can even notice it inside here as well, what is happening actually. So notice this blue, body class is equal to blue. Do you see it? This is class is equal to blue. So if I click on, where is it? These are 2 buttons. They are not right now. No, we need to decrease this. Okay, so notice this class. Okay, something which you were doing manually before, now this button will do it for you. So if I click on it, it turns the class to purple, and if this one is clicked, the class turns to blue, and that's all the magic of JavaScript. And this is now, if I refresh the page, it will forget it because the default is purple. So there is can be, you have heard of cookies,
Yes.
clearing cookies, all that. So you can save this variable inside the cookies. It will you can then pick it. Some more JavaScript is needed. We will do it once we are into JavaScript. Also, there is some internal database in browsers known as IndexedDB or something like this. A lot of internal storage actually. So you can save it in that very storage also. We won't touch this design anymore because it's all up to you now, and from the next week we'll create a full-fledged layout in CSS and HTML, which you will have to move to PHP also. We will be using the same layout in PHP, and then we will design the same layout in Drupal also once we reach there. So hopefully you have a lot of knowledge of designing layouts now. You will have an assignment very soon, so on your weekend, this weekend, you should complete that before Monday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.